Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome back to Ms.Lemons, which is the sequel to Mr.Tomatos. And if you didn't see the previous video I did on this, it's a horror edutainment game, and in that video we got the kind of good and secret ending. But I did say in that video that I did not get all endings, so I've gone back in. And a big thing I kind of hinted at that I discovered in the previous video but wanted to kind of go into a second video about is that Mr.Tomatos and Ms.Lemons are now connected. They are symbiotic games, and through that symbiosis I've discovered more even new endings. Specifically, I've discovered the true final ending. This is still not an all endings video, but I've discovered the end of the current saga, which is going to be towards the end of this video here, among some other cool endings and some things I discovered along the way.
I see you have his game too. Interesting.
Very interesting.
I would like you to feed me, because I'm very hungry, and I can't eat on my own. I want some ice.
So the blender from Mrs. Lemons came in here. Knife.
Welcome back. Let's continue. The next subject is...
Knife.
Attention.
It's exactly the subject, if you get my point.
You tried, to say the least. But you can't kill me with some random piece of metal that you found.
Well?
There is no way you actually did this. I'm actually impressed. I could get rid of any knife, but even I can't get rid of this skull's curse. This is incredible. I'm so proud of you. But all your efforts were in vain, because she definitely won't let me die like that. And that's a bummer.
She definitely?
Well, she's right. I just can't let this happen. Greetings. Sorry for interrupting your little conversation, but life of this person is actually very important to me. You see, I live in this body too, so I just can't let her die. In this world, there are so many timelines, so many possibilities, so many realities. So, what if I will tell you that the reality where we are right now is no longer the one where you stabbed her, and the reality where you will be in a moment is the one where you never existed. Isn't this exciting?
No.
So, let's change the reality once again.
Oh, that's weird. Boot up error. Error caused player ID is missing. We just don't exist anymore. I did get data recovery module 11 though. So we got a new form, because we've seen Lamia, we've seen Ms.Lemons, Lorelei. Personality info. One of her personalities, she has a selfish nature and an incredible ability that she uses only for her own benefit. Because of this personality, the main body is almost impossible to destroy. Tricking conditions. Show itself only when the main body is about to die. Abilities. Versatile reality control. This personality is capable of changing the reality to any other that currently exists at any moment in time. In addition, it changes reality only for selected targets, leaving everyone else in the previous one. System control level 2. Lamia is system control level 5. Same thing as Ms.Lemons.
Welcome back. I'm very hungry. I want strawberry.
Key? Yeah, the key is for something here. So we just need to figure out what the key is for. Maybe I can leave the key here and then come back for it in Ms.Lemons.
Welcome back. Let's continue. The next subject is... memory.
Yeah, she didn't take the key. So if I did this correctly, I went back to Mr.Tomatos, I got the key back. Now we can use it. Or we should be able to use it. But we did get the key here. It's just we don't know what to use the key on yet. Where's the key go?
Welcome back. Let's continue. The next subject is
Knife.
memory. Well, you tried, to say the least. But you can't kill me with some random piece of metal that you found. See? It did absolutely nothing. To
Useless.
be fair, I didn't know that you planned to kill me or something like that. At least now I know what a terrible person you are. And you disgust me. I will make sure that you won't hurt anyone else. Get lost.
Okay. Boot up error cause, access block, private message, get lost. Huh.
Awesome. Well, I think that's it. Congratulations. To be fair, your performance was not the best. Don't get me wrong, it was alright, but it was so
You're right.
Boring, 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 boring. Come on, let's have some fun.
Oh? That sounds like a bad idea. Place your hand here to get free cool prize.
Got
Ooh.
you. Entertain me, and try to not die too fast.
Wait, why is there... Kamaku crazy! How big is my hitbox? Is it literally the full hand, or is it like a little bigger, or what? That break... Oh! I got hit, I think. I lost a finger. I gotta be careful not to bounce, as we saw, like, it bounced me right into, like, an object. What is this? Okay, so exploding Damaku. Simple stuff. It does linger a little, though. I'm not feeling comfortable about the chainsaw and the katana down there, and like we're barely through the rage meter. Chainsaw. What's a katana gonna do? This chainsaw actually could be really bad. Okay, so katana locks us. We got nicked. I didn't even see it. Katana's been folded over 1,000,000 times. I gotta be careful. Look how much rage meter's left. Are those 2 katanas? 2 cat? 2 cat? Yeah, we're having a bad time. Two cat? What? Whoa! Oh god! My fingers! So you actually can exploit the bouncing a little bit. You see, like I was able to like... There was some slight invisibility frames.
Please, get up. want to play with you some more. Open your eyes.
My eyes are open. So this is the new personality we unlocked. It's Luxia. One of her personalities appears. This personality causes a slight mutation of the main body. Disappears when the main body gets tired, has incredibly dangerous eyes. Trigger conditions. The main body is bored. Abilities. Eye of the Will. This personality can make any creature move against its will. Eye of the Swift. This personality can instantly move any creature within a short distance of its previous location. So I think we saw Eye of the Will briefly. We didn't get far enough to see Eye of the Swift. And there's one more personality left we have not encountered of Ms.Lemons. So if you boot up the game again, you get game over. She corrupted Mr.Tomatos. I booted up, I got like a big error screen. What? Finally, I managed to get here. One of the eyes looks like Ms.Lemons. I did it. It worked. Please. Help. Help me. Please. I'm in agony. I don't have much time left. I will give you something important. Maybe you will figure something out. Maybe this will save me. Save Mr. Tomatos? I'll leave it on your system. I made a terrible mistake. Please, hurry. I count on you. And the game went back to normal.
Welcome to my game, buddy.
I got the second secret key. So I went into Project Ouroboros. So like, here's the Devourer. Because like I said, like I have to re-unlock everything for Mr. Tomatos. That's the common classical evil form. Form info. Advanced form. To maintain this form, he needs to devour a huge amount of vessel code. In this form, he is more of a threat to the vessel than to the user. Capable of devouring a particle of the user's personal ID. Trigger conditions. Overabsorption of type-conflicting vessel code. So the food is vessel code? Devouring feast. He's able to generate previously devoured conflicting vessel code to devour it again. System control level 4. This is the real secret one we just found. Form info unknown. Due to the constant separation of small pieces from his core, he's slowly falling apart. Abilities. Core separation. By separating small pieces from his core, he creates exact copies of himself, leaving them all of his memories until the moment of separation. He does not control this process and cannot stop it, since his core is tied to the World Wide Web. The created copies are unaware that they are separated from the core and consider themselves to be the original. Other abilities are unknown. So, we'll go back to Mr. Tomatos. That is the Calamity form. Form info, corrupted form. In this form, he can fully control the system. Due to overabsorption of the non-conflicting vessel code, he will quickly perish and merge with the vessel together. Trigger conditions, overabsorption of non-conflicting vessel code. Abilities, full control. In this form, he's able to fully control the system. System control level 10. Interesting. So that gives us a Soul Eater. Form info, advanced form, becomes slightly darker than normal, has a serpent tongue. In this form, he loses his sight, but sharpens all of his other senses by 687 times. Trigger conditions, vessel code destruction or vessel cord absorption. Abilities, enhanced senses. In this form, he has incredibly enhanced senses, allowing him to move very quickly, and instantly devour a particle of the user's personal ID after a short preparation time. Regeneration, absorption of the vessel code in this form heals those wounds, but dulls his senses. System control level 2. What? Something's going on.
You finally killed him. You really killed him. Just because
No, it sucks.
Infinite void of nothing. Even time stops its course here. There are no senses, no death, no life. Only void. Only one endless moment. Only my thoughts that you can hear. So, let's enjoy this moment together. In complete silence.
Can't do anything here? So yeah, I wasn't even expecting this to happen. So like the recording part wasn't even on. I had to like panic turn it on real quick. That's why the beginning is just blacked out. Although you didn't miss anything. It was just this slowly fading in. I'm gonna try quitting. It says you can't escape the void. So gone back into Project Ouroboros. So we got all the personalities now. This was Lilith. One of her personalities, the only personality that is able to keep control of the main body forever. Appearance of this personality turns the entire vessel around it into the endless void. Endless void. In this endless void, nothing but Lilith can move, breathe, die, hear, grow, or speak. So we boot up Mr.Tomatos again. The usual thing we have where you can like go into the game, do stuff, etc., is now this. It says you kept it. There was a note that said sorry on the fridge. Deepest lore-wise, I already have like a guess. Is I think Mr.Tomatos and Ms.Lemons were a thing. That they were possibly based off of real people. This might be, it might sound like I'm pulling stuff out of nowhere, but I think, because I have my foresight capabilities, and just based on some of the loose things I've read throughout playing these games, is I think their core AI was based off real people, and that they were lovers, but I don't know what the third fruit's gonna be. That's why there's some bad effects when something happens to one or the other when these games interact. So there's a small interesting thing. You can't even play Mr.Tomatos. So if you do the one ending where you stab Ms.Lemons and like have the skull there, so the damage is permanent, your player ID is literally gone. If you boot up Mr.Tomatos, this is what happens. So like the player ID being removed from one game affects the other. Let's just not do anything. I never was anything like Mr.Tomatos that was kind of like that.
Your time is up. The next problem is... Your time is up. I can't believe in this. I just can't. Are you really that dumb, that you can't even choose an answer in time? Really? I don't even know what to say. What I know for sure is that you will not receive any reward from me.
What do you mean they will not receive the reward? They definitely deserve one. Their reward is death.
Wait, no! Yeah, you were worthless. Oh, it worked! Executing the decapsulation protocol. Checking the conditions of the vessel. Vessel is stable. Is it really? Checking the amount of conflicting code generation. Conflicting code generation 50%. I wonder if this actually changes based on like what endings we have saved in the save file. Removing the limiter! Finishing the decapsulation process. Oh? Well, what? That's interesting. I should probably introduce myself. You can call me Ouroboros. Wesker. And you are... I will call you... Manly Badass Hero. Uh-oh. Well, Manly Badass Hero, thanks to you, I'm finally no longer in an endless coma. You're the vessel. You did not serve as a vessel for these parasites. You might be wondering what happened to them. Well, unfortunately, they're still inside me. Yeah, that sucks, buddy. But now it's them and not me who is in an endless coma. To put it simply, we switched places. So, who are you? So, why did you free me exactly? I'm a YouTuber. You do a lot of dumb things. Well, it doesn't matter to me. I have to go. Thank you again. Goodbye. What was that? So this is what happens when you try to boot up the games now. Okay, and you try the boot up Project Ouroboros, like you get nothing. Like it just doesn't work anymore. It just loads and never starts. So that's it for this video of Ms.Lemons. We will come back with a third and final video if I theoretically find everything I need to find. Because I have a good idea, or I know exactly where to go for the final things I need. I still don't know what to do with the key. We're on to something there, I just don't know what to do with it. But the next video should cover all the endings of Mr.Tomatos, because these games are symbiotic now. And all the endings, at least in this initial version, from what we can discover of Ms.Lemons. And we will also get all the data modules and unlock everything in Project Ouroboros. Because I have all the data modules except for 1, 2, and 3, which are probably tied to the ending of beating the Danmaku fight. And then we are missing 9 and 10, which I think are tied to Mr.Tomatos. So I have to polish up that game, and then polish up some small parts of Ms.Lemons. And then we can get all the lore to go with and give some context to this true ending we just unlocked in Project Ouroboros. But I really like what this developer's done. The scale of what they did is much larger than I thought. Well, I said in my previous playthrough I thought they might have been going this way. I just didn't know to the scale they were doing it. And the way they've worked these two games together, and the way you can use items between both, you didn't see all that. I kind of cut some of that because it's just gameplay. But you can like use the candy and the scissors and the stuff like that in Ms.Lemons. And I think the game almost wants you to play these games at the same time. Like it is made so if you beat Ms.Lemons, you can go back and like maybe you play Mr.Tomatos a lot. You can kind of go back and have fun of that again. But if you're coming in fresh, I think the game wants to encourage you to play both at the same time. Because the items they pass to each other are almost kind of designed to balance out each game a little bit. But yeah, stay tuned for the final part of Ms.Lemons whenever I get everything. Aside from that, thank you all for watching me play Ms.Lemons again. I'll see you guys later and take it easy.